You already know.
Welcome back, guys. If you ever need relationship advice, we're the people you need to come to. Like, we literally have the best relationship, like, in the whole world.
We never argue.
Never.
We never cry. We never want to punch a wall.
Never.
And this is why you should listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
So today, what we're going to do is we're going to give relationship advice by judging other people on Reddit.
We're judging?
We're going to judge people.
And we're going to condemn them.
We're going to condemn them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be victim blamers.
Mm-hmm. Especially because you're very evil.
I'm very evil.
You're not a good person.
And I'm not a good person. So if you think I'm that, you probably shouldn't watch this. So we're here on Reddit on r/relationship advice, and we're going to see how it goes. My grandfather once gave me the best advice I ever received. He told me, pick 2 things to do around the house that she never asked you to do. Do them well, take pride in them, and never draw attention to it or complain. Just do it and expect nothing in return. So I decided to take on cooking dinner and cleaning up afterwards. For nearly a year, my wife didn't seem to notice. But when she finally did, something interesting happened and my laundry started getting done. Folded and put away without me asking. When I told her she didn't need to do that, she said, "You always cook and clean for me." I figured it was the least I could do. That was all the proof I needed that my grandfather was right. So she wasn't doing his laundry?
I feel like this sounds like they both maybe were.
Yeah, because he's cooking dinner and cleaning too.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't do it while you're happy, don't do it while you're pissed off. When a person is angry, their emotions tend to get in the way. I'd rather take a little bit of time to reassess the situation than be a dick to my wife. Similarly, alcohol. That conversation about your annoyance can wait until you're sober. If it's important, it will still be important then. You don't need to be 10 pints in either. Ooh, this is a woman asking men for some solid relationship advice. Because we got all the answers. Men, give us women some solid relationship advice. Not complaining, just some real advice. What can we do to make y'all feel as loved and appreciated as possible? What are small things we could do? What makes you feel important? Let me know what goes through your heads. Not just sex related, something deeper if that's possible.
If that's possible.
Some of the best advice. Relationship advice is, it doesn't take much for men to be satisfied. Picking up on little things that he does or little habits that he likes, any little hobby that he likes. If you start including that, or if you start doing certain things that you know he likes, like if you know that your man loves coffee.
Oh my god.
And you wake him up in the morning and there's already a glass of coffee like just there waiting for him. He's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna get her pregnant. Men love it when you do certain things like that. Men don't like it when you expect the man to pick up on your body language because you're not using your words, and you expect him to read your mind on how you're feeling that day. Sometimes it is okay, women, to open your mouth and say exactly what the problem is, because then you can have a conversation. Men are very caveman brain. We're very simple beings. So just talk to us simply. We love being spoken to simply because we're simple creatures.
Oh my god.
That's some pretty good advice. All right. Communication. Probably the most important thing in the world, but it's hard to accomplish sometimes. Okay. Communication. Treat him exactly the way you would want your son to be treated by his own significant other. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Some of these are just kind of, kind of vague.
Because men are very cavemen. They're too stupid.
I'll add to the list of things people have said. Initiate. I don't just mean sex, I mean hugs, affection. Well, you do that.
I do that.
If he says something is bothering him, listen and don't see it as an opening to talk about your problems, even if you think it's small. The one exception is if you are neurologically divergent, in which case make sure he is aware that's how you operate.
You know I'm autistic, right?
Yeah. When I say I'm not thinking about anything, I'm literally not thinking about anything. Sometimes I just like to be quiet. When you ask how I'm feeling about something, don't blow it off. Don't blow it off and tell me I'm numb or for feeling or thinking a certain way. I guarantee you it'll be the last time I tell you how you really feel about something. Remember that most men have just as much emotional depth as women, but sometimes we have a hard time expressing it. Yes, this is true. Don't belittle us because the analogies and words we use are a little absurd. We're just trying our best. If you have seen the guy tearing up over the spool of wire that he had for almost 40 years that was almost used up, then his wife made fun of him, you know that's what I mean. Dude was having an existential crisis and was trying to have a moment with his wife, and she shit the bed. If you don't understand, ask how we feel. Literally, how does that make you feel is a magical question. Yeah, we need to be spoken to like you're our therapist. Because men are not as in touch with our feelings, don't know how to express our feelings as much, and women are very emotional creatures. So sometimes we open our mouth and we say certain things, and it's just like, oh, like, that's not what I meant, but like, you know what I'm saying? And then it'd be like shit like that. So walking a man through his emotions is a really good thing.
I tried doing that with you,
Yeah,
but you always just seem to be fine, apparently.
because I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
I always try to ask you, like, not just right now in the moment, generally, are you okay? Is there anything on your mind that you want to talk about? Anything bothering you? I
Yeah.
tried to.
Yeah, you do. I have a perfect woman, so I don't worry about that. Don't dismiss your guy when he has constructive criticism. That's one of the things that I really like about you is when I tell you something, a lot of the times you don't fight back on it. You kind of just like agree with what I'm
I'm gonna
saying.
start swinging every time.
Like if I tell you something, you'll be like, I know, or okay. Like you're real agreeable with certain things. You don't argue. Number 2, leave us alone sometimes.
No.
I feel like this is one of the things that I've been terrible at trying to explain to you. It's just like I love you so much, but I love my alone time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has nothing to do with I'm annoyed with you or okay. This is something that's probably never gonna change. Don't complain about something unless you want it to be fixed. That's not how women work, my guy. Sometimes women just need to vent. I had to learn this the hard way. Sometimes girls don't want to fucking fix
You
it.
need to zoom back in.
If you want something, use your words and ask. I'm not a psychic. We all know that women are terrible at fucking using their words. I don't know if that's a girl thing or what the fuck, but they want you to pick up on their aura, their energy. If I offer help / something, take it. If you say no, I won't ask again. And you getting mad at that isn't my problem.
This guy seems so fun to be with. Oh my
This
gosh.
guy gets all the bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Expand on number 3. If you want to complain and don't want us to fix it, let us know before you tell us. That way we go in knowing you don't want any advice, you just want to vent. That's not bad. Yeah, every man should go in with the mentality that she just doesn't want to fucking fix it. She just wants to vent for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we also had that problem too a little bit. I don't want to say about what, but when I used to complain about my household, and he would always try to tell you, well, you need to do this, you need to say that. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say anything. Let me just fucking vent.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of men have a problem with their women when they share their feelings with the woman and the woman uses it against them. I've never had that problem. I don't know where the fuck these guys are finding these terrible women. But a lot of guys be like, yeah, I opened up to her and then she fucking used it against me. What the fuck? Any safe advice on how to do threesomes while in a healthy relationship?
Don't do it.
Men of Reddit who are in happy long-term marriages, what's one thing that goes against popular relationship advice but has actually been crucial to the success of your marriage? Happy spouse, happy house does not mean conflict or argument avoidance. Healthy, mature way of handling disagreements at their onset will prevent problems later. Yeah, one of the best things I ever heard was when you're getting into an argument with your partner, you're not arguing with each other, you're arguing against what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
So it shouldn't be me against you, it should be me and you against what the real problem is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a big debater and I just like to be right. So a lot of my past arguments have just been me trying to prove that I'm right and you're wrong and you're stupid and I'm right. But now it's more of like all right, what's the real issue of what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's because I'm a dickhead,
Mm-hmm.
and other times it's because you're a poopy head. 100%. My wife's friends are always blown away when she tells them that we've never had a fight. We've definitely had disagreements, and both of us have messed up and hurt the other, but we're of the same mind that a knockdown, drag out, shouting match has basically no part in a mature adult relationship. Mutual understanding, willingness to acknowledge each other's feelings, and the taking action to adjust your own behavior are signs of maturity everyone should look out for when screening potential marriage partners.
Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like we have had a lot of disagreements, but we've never had like. I think I yelled at you once. I think it was our last argument. The last time you didn't want to talk to me. I came out there and yelled at you. But it was like a really short. But I'm just not that kind of person. I really think it's just my postpartum and birth control and everything just.
Don't violate your partner's trust. If they tell you something difficult or share a vulnerability with you, don't ever use it against them. You might win a point, but you'll lose a lot more than you gain. True. You never use your partner's shit that they tell you against them. This isn't against popular advice, but talking about stuff you aren't happy about early before it builds up is probably the biggest thing. You have to address problems before they become resentment. Resentment seems to be the biggest long-term killer of relationship. Yeah, some conversations are difficult to have, but you need to have them because even if it's something little, it can turn into something big. So it's best to nip it in the butt and be like, hey, so like when you kind of say or do these kinds of things, I don't really like it. Like you've done it a couple times.
I feel like that's how I always come to you.
Okay, love languages. One thing I think is important is that we actually discussed our love languages and understand what the other likes and what are difficult ways for us to show love. They might not seem like a big deal to one partner until they know how hard that small thing was for the other partner. Also say you're sorry a lot, and I mean it. Along with sorry, being able to say you were right is actually a great way to diffuse a fight when you screwed up. Yeah.
Can I talk? I think we've talked about the love languages.
Mm-hmm.
And because mine is physical touch and yours is acts of service, even though it's like, okay, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I have like my duties and whatnot already, that's already considered like the things I do is like what you appreciate the most. It's your love language. However, I notice because you're not so lovey-dovey touchy, but whenever I get more of that, it makes me want to do even more for you. It brings out that like feminine urge to just like do stuff for you and make your coffee and like get you your snacks and stuff. But it's like whenever I'm not receiving anything, I'm like, go make your own coffee. Like, who the fuck are you? So that's why I try to say like the love language and like meeting each other's is like really important because you were coming home getting mad because I wasn't like keeping up with certain things, but it's like you weren't giving me the love I needed either. That's how I felt. But we've talked about it. We didn't argue. We were able to talk about it and realize what the underlying issue was, and it was our love languages were both not being met. And so that's why it is important to talk about it.
Dude, he got so fucked because of my exes. I was super clingy, lovey-dovey. Then there was that one girl that told me, like, you're too fucking clingy. Like, you need to knock it off with that shit. I never did it ever since.
You know how many times I've been told I'm too clingy? Look at me. Still fucking clingy.
I don't know what that did to me. I was just like, oh shit, girls must not like this. Sleep with different blankets. Go to bed angry. No point talking about things while you're mad and exhausted. Swallow your pride. Would you rather be right and miserable or wrong and happy?
I don't know. I've heard the opposite. Don't go to bed angry.
I don't think there's anything wrong with going to bed angry, though. I've said that before because I've heard it.
Oh, that shit. You know, that's another rage bait, bro, because you know I can't sleep. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna become sleep deprived, and you just go to bed sound asleep like you don't give any fucks about how I feel. Like that shit pisses me off.
No, my whole thing is if I'm angry,
No, because you don't. That
I'm
just
not gonna
shows
be
you don't give a
thinking.
fuck how I feel. You don't care that I'm in the other room crying. I'm about to get so mad again.
You're misinterpreting what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying what's already been done.
I'm telling you that I don't like having conversations when I'm already mad about something.
Well,
So
you're
I'd
gonna have
rather
to
just go to
work on
bed
getting
angry
over
and
it
then wake
fast.
up the next morning feeling
No,
better.
because you
with
have
a
to leave the
straight
next
face.
morning and not.
And then I have time to think about it.
And then I just think about how much I don't like you and how much, damn, you really don't give a fuck about how I feel. You
That's
don't
what I
give a
mean.
fuck
Like,
that I'm up crying.
you would rather us just keep arguing,
You'd rather
screaming at
me
each other.
become sleep deprived and up all night crying.
But then you want me to like fake it. You want me to fake the fact that I'm not mad and be like, you know what? I still love you. Let's not go to bed angry. But it's just like, I'm fucking pissed right now. I don't want to talk to you. That's my way. Look at you getting mad now.
I am. And if that situation does happen again,
leave me alone.
I'm gonna leave you. That's something we need to talk about more. Because then it feels like whose feelings are more important than in there? Your feelings on being left alone or my feelings on I can't be left alone, I'm just gonna be fucking crying and miserable.
Alright, what if we get into an argument and then I say, Abby, I love you, but I'm just like really here right now. I don't want to have the conversation.
That's all I've asked for. And you still didn't say you love me.
I did say it.
No, not then and there.
I whispered. I thought about it. You should have.
No, bro, you're about to piss me off.
Somebody said that it's not about communication. It's about being compatible with one another. This one. Communication isn't the most important thing in a relationship. It is important, but not the most. Compatibility is. Also, being able to admit there are problems you made, mistakes, and putting in an honest effort to fix problems / mistakes are both more important than just communication. What do you think about that?
But what exactly is compatible? Like, what makes two people truly compatible? Because some people base it purely on freaking zodiac.
No, those people are retarded. I'm talking like if you're an athletic person, then you say you want to date somebody who's athletic, and then you both go on hikes, and it's like everything that you like in a person, they have it. They're honest, they work hard, this and that, this and that. They're saying that's more important than that. Compatibility is more important than the communication. But then again, you can be compatible and have shitty communication. It'll end the relationship. If you have open communication, but you're not really compatible with that person, is that worse? Oh yeah, like if you're Christian and they're Christian, if you like sports and they like sports, if their goals in life is like to travel and yours is to, you think that's more important than the communication though? I think on paper, me and you aren't really compatible.
That's what I'm saying. But like, we're really good at communicating.
Sometimes. Okay. Let's go to something else before we start screaming at each other.
Right.
Long distance relationships, I don't think they work.
Why?
Because it's, well, for me, I guess. I've never heard of someone actually have like a, even Cody.
That's what I was saying.
I guess when I think of long distance, I mean like they met from long distance.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a girlfriend in the UK. I was like 15, and I'd be like, yeah, when I'm older, I'm gonna get a ticket.
Bro, that was a bot. That don't count.
I don't even know why I am writing here, but I feel like maybe it will do me good to get someone else's perspective. I've been in a relationship with a wonderful, loving, and supporting man for the past 5 years. We're getting married in 6 months, and I think maybe the wedding is making me evaluate aspects of our relationship in a new light. As in, can I live with this my whole life? For context, we're both working professionals in our late 20s and met at university. My partner is, for all intents and purposes, a great catch. He's kind, intelligent, handsome, genuinely an interesting person. He's my best friend. I respect him and admire him. We had our ups and downs, but the relationship genuinely feels strong on both sides. We really come home to each other at the end of the day. Our big and really only problem is the saying is when the sex is good, it's 20% of the relationship. I've never heard of that. When it's bad, it's 80% of it. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
It has never felt more true. My partner is happy with the state of our sex life is in. I am not. I want to be ravished. Whoa.
Wait.
This just turned into a fucking...
Wait.
I want to be ravished.
Don't read
I
that
want
part.
to-
Stop. My family might watch.
And I want the sort of intimacy that stems from desire and a more profound intimacy. Lately, I've been reading all these self-help articles on what to do if the sex is bad. But I've reached the point where I have tried everything, read everything, and communicated, but there's just no change. No one is perfect, but when we first met, I was so enthusiastic about it. I loved it. I think pleasure is one of the few things worth pursuing, and it just makes everything better. My partner, on the other hand, was early on life and told me that he has that a big schlong and just never bothered learning anything. He does the same bad moves and expresses little interest in changing it up. I have told him how I feel. I have showed him what feels good, and I even sent him articles and links to the videos and books, but nothing sticks. He looks at me and says, I completely understand. I will try. Of course, things will change. But then nothing actually changes. I don't know what else to do. I wish it didn't matter so much to me, but it does. He tells me to keep teaching him, but to be honest, the teacher role just makes me feel like a mother. And I feel less and less attracted to him after so many lessons.
Look how red I am.
Jeez, she's blushing, guys. I don't want to leave him, but I don't know how to get through to him. He's not a bad man by any measures, but he comes from privilege and has always been surrounded by people who never encouraged any sort of self-insight or personal growth. He expects everything to be easy and to come natural. Recently, we had a big argument about this, and he supposedly says he's now actively wanting to change things, that he loves me more than anything and is very attracted to me. But now I'm scared that I've closed up so much during our relationship that I'm not able to spontaneously get in the mood anymore. I just feel so stiff and resentful. I want to not feel this way, but I don't know how. As men, what is your take on this? Am I being crazy, frigid, and too critical? Or is this valid? And can you please advise on how to get through to him?
Bro, why do people only want men's advice? Like, men, answer this.
I'll give you advice, lady, for free. It's
I just... No, I was gonna say, I feel like that's a very valid feeling. I feel like it is a very important thing in a relationship. That's like the most intimate part of a relationship. It's very important.
I'm trying to look at it from both sides.
Like, I definitely feel where she's coming from. I'm just
What?
I'm just playing.
We're waiting until marriage.
Do you think she's too crazy, or do you think that's valid?
It's definitely valid. She's not being too crazy or too critical.
How can she get through to him?
How can she get through to him is the big question.
That's what's good. Like, if she's already sent him articles and communicated so much, like, honestly, what more can you do? It said that she's even tried showing him. So really, what more can you do?
I think she needs to be, and this is going to sound really rude, nasty. I think she needs to give him the ultimatum of like, listen, you're trash in bed. It's either you get your shit together and you make me or we're done, because it's so fucking bad that I'm on Reddit talking about this shit. She needs to tell him how bad it really is. Like,
yeah,
it's super not good, and she fucking hates it. She hates the fact that he's not changing anything. He's doing the same trash shit. And she has to give him the emotional side, like, listen, this is the most intimate thing that two people can do, and I just don't fucking like it. Like, I told you multiple times, and you're just not doing it. I'll go find Tyrone. He'll do it good.
What did other people say? Been in the same situation.
Don't marry him, at least not until this issue is fixed. She was in the same position in the 20s. She would cry herself to sleep. She feel like she'd never have that sexual aspect of her life again. It was terrible. She's now in her second marriage. 6.5 months pregnant, feel like a whale. My husband still begs me to sit on his face. Oh. Hope you don't. You're gonna break your fucking nose.
Been there, felt that one.
My husband never did that when I was a hot little sex pistol.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, she should not get married because this. If she gets married to him, then this is it. How old are they?
Well, they met in their late 20s.
And people usually last like 80 years, so they'll. This another 60 years of just trash. Trash wiener. He seems pretty clear that he wants to do better. He's just not getting it. Yeah, in the I mean, she said that she's tired of the instruction. What do these lessons look like that he still can't do it? Because I'm sure he's also going through performance anxiety. Ooh.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if it ever came down to me, like, trying to show you, like, we'd probably just be laughing.
Yeah, sex is like, for guys at least, sex is like a pretty easy thing to enjoy. Long-term relationship ended, feeling lost. Any advice? Hey everyone, I have a personal question. How did you move on after your girlfriend/boyfriend left you? I've been in a relationship for almost 8 years since my second year of high school before I got with her. I had a lot of girls interested in me, but I chose only her. Because of that, I stopped talking to any other girl for 8 years. It was always just her. I never cheated, never even thought about it. During the relationship, I went through depression and it affected us, but I told her it would get better, and now I'm finally close to graduating, already freelancing, and I even have a company waiting for me when I finish. I honestly believe I have a bright future ahead, and in all my plans, she was part of the future. I never imagined even a 1% chance of losing her. I don't cheat, I don't do drugs, I always try to treat her well. Even in high school when I had almost no money, I would save just to buy her chocolate on Fridays. I hope he's not lying, because he's making himself sound like the fucking... These last few months, things changed. She kept trying to break up, and she became a teacher this year, and also became much more religious. I'm Muslim too, and I love my religion, so I didn't mind her becoming more religious, but she started using it against me. Even though I never tried to do anything haram with her. I'm 23 and still a virgin. She was actually the one who tried to do stuff back in high school, not me. But now she's saying the relationship is haram, that it's not good, and that she wants to wake up knowing she didn't do anything bad. Then she started blaming me for everything. Meanwhile, she knows my whole story, growing up as the oldest sibling, dealing with my mom's suicidal thoughts, trying to support my brother and sister, living with family who didn't like me just so I could finish school. She knows all of it. She knows how much she means to me, but she acted like none of that mattered. For the past 2 months, I tried my absolute best to fix things, even bought her a gold ring and other gifts. And I talked to my mother about marrying her next summer, and then she told me the relationship has to end. So now I'm just trying not to lose my mind, because honestly, I did everything I could and tried to be the best version of myself. And to be honest, I lost all my social skills with girls over these 8 years. Haha. So guys, how did you move on from something like this?
So guys,
I need to know why she thinks that a relationship is haram.
what makes a relationship haram?
Just anything non-religious.
Non-religious?
Like smoking, drinking, having sex. All that's haram. Being promiscuous.
Oh.
But he says he's a Muslim and he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But now she's saying the relationship is haram, that it's not good, and she wants to wake up knowing she didn't do anything bad. I mean, he must have said something to her for her to say that. If he's the perfect child, he doesn't do drugs, he doesn't cheat. This guy's definitely leaving out some details. But I don't know. He's doing everything for her.
You said that she's becoming more religious. Are these like the same religion? Or
I guess that's what it's insinuating.
Mhm.
Uh,
I'm Muslim too.
I'm guessing she's a Muslim.
Yeah.
How did she start using it against him?
Mm-hmm.
I never tried to do anything haram with her. She's actually the one who tried to do stuff with me, but now she's saying the relationship is haram. And she started blaming me for everything. You'll be fine, dude. You're 23. You're probably gonna be a fucking rich millionaire in a couple years. So she was never your wife. She was your teacher. Her leaving was your liberation. Yeah, yeah. She probably already met someone or something because none of what the fuck she's saying makes any sense.
Yeah.
You sound like an angel child. You'll be alright. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this with a friend. Ring that notification bell. Help us out. Do all that good stuff. And what else?
Bye.
Ah. Go watch another video.